Yo, what is actually going on with Floyd Mayweather right now? Because bro has somehow managed to take what should have been the biggest boxing comeback of 2026. A Netflix mega fight, the Sphere in Las Vegas, Mayweather versus Pacquiao 2, and completely torch it. We're talking signed contracts, cash advances already pocketed, 3 separate agreements, and now lawyers are involved. This is not a rumor. This is not drama for the sake of drama. Floyd Mayweather is officially in breach of contract, and the fallout is insane. Stay with me because this story has got layers, and by the time we get to the end, you are going to understand exactly why people are saying Floyd might be in real serious trouble, not just legally, but financially. Let's rewind to late 2025. Netflix wants boxing, big boxing, the kind of event that breaks the internet. And somehow, after years of failed negotiations, missed opportunities, and endless back and forth, the deal that fans have been begging for since 2015 finally gets made. Mayweather versus Pacquiao 2. September 19th, 2026. The Sphere in Las Vegas. Netflix globally. This was supposed to be massive. And here's the thing. It wasn't just a handshake deal. Floyd Mayweather signed not 1, not 2, but 3 separate contracts. October 24th, November 6th, December 14th. All tied to a professional sanctioned fight where his 50-0 record would be on the line. The CEO of Manny Pacquiao Promotions, Jazz Mather, confirmed all of this publicly on ESPN. Floyd signed each one. His signature, his device ID, his IP address, everything documented. And crucially, he got paid on every single one. Not just signing fees either. Floyd also took out a cash advance on his fight purse. Money for a fight that hadn't happened yet. He literally borrowed against himself. So at this point in the story, Floyd has signed 3 contracts, collected deposits on all 3, taken an advance on the main purse, and everything is confirmed. Netflix makes the official announcement. The Sphere is locked in. The boxing world is buzzing. And then, Floyd Mayweather opens his mouth. March 2026. Floyd shows up to a meet and greet at the Forum Shops in Caesar's Palace. Vegas Sports Today catches him on camera and asks about the fight. And this is where it all falls apart. Floyd looks at the camera, completely calm, and says, and I quote, "This is not actually a fight. It's an exhibition. Hopefully we're going to entertain the people." Bro. What? Netflix had already announced this as a professional fight. Pacquiao's team had already announced it as a professional fight. Signed contracts, 3 of them, explicitly state it's a professional fight. And Floyd is standing in a shopping center telling anyone who will listen that it's just an exhibition. The disconnect was so wild that people genuinely thought it was a publicity stunt at first. Like, maybe this is just Floyd being Floyd, hyping things up, doing the gamesmanship thing. But nah, it was real. Pacquiao responded almost immediately. He was confused more than anything. He said, "Is that what he's feeling? But he signed a real fight. The contract we signed is a real fight. No exhibition. It's either a real fight or nothing." And the CEO backed him up completely, went on ESPN and said Floyd is officially in breach of contract. Not potentially, not allegedly, officially.
You see what Floyd said? I think he might saying that he feels it's an exhibition and not a real fight.
Is that what he's feeling? But he signed a real fight.
So it's for sure.
Yes, the contract that we signed is a real fight.
Real fight, okay. Yeah, because I know he said
I want to fight an exhibition.
No exhibition. It's either real fight or nothing.
Yeah, it's a real fight. Yeah.
The Sphere still in Las Vegas?
That's the contract that he signed. I mean.
Yeah. Okay, so it's still happening then.
He has to remember that.
But it's still on? It's still happening?
Oh yeah, we did sign the contract already, so there's no reason why,
Why wouldn't?
Now here's where it gets even more interesting, because this is not the first time Floyd has pulled moves like this. Let me put you on to something most people don't know. A few years back, a company fronted Floyd Mayweather $10 million to host a fight. $10 million, up front. Floyd took the money, used Mayweather Promotions to redirect the entire event somewhere else, and the people that paid him never saw a single dollar back. One insider described it plainly. He said, "It isn't a loan, he's stealing." That's the pattern. That's the MO. And then there's the Dubai situation. Gervonta Davis, Tank, Floyd's own former associate, came out and said that Floyd was actually held in Dubai for nearly 2 months because he owed them money. They wouldn't let him leave until he announced a fight to pay the debt back. In Dubai, if you owe money, you're not going anywhere. That's not a rumor. That came from someone who shared the same manager as Floyd. And then there's the lawsuits. Because yeah, those exist too. Floyd is currently suing Showtime for $300 million. There's a Miami jeweler, AJ's Jewelry, who filed a lawsuit in Miami-Dade County claiming Floyd owes $1.4 million for luxury watches and gold chains. There's also over $300,000 in allegedly unpaid rent on a Manhattan luxury apartment. This is all happening at the same time he's trying to box Manny Pacquiao. People see the Instagram posts, the cash, the cars, the watches, and they think Floyd is untouchable financially. But Teddy Atlas made a point that hit different. He said Floyd would literally post his betting slips online. Giant bets. And when you're a gambling addict spending like you're permanently flush, eventually it catches up. Oscar De La Hoya put it even more bluntly. He said Floyd retired for exactly 1 year and 1 day to dodge their rematch clause, then came back the day after it expired. This is a guy who has been strategically avoiding accountability for his entire career. And this brings us to right now. Because Pacquiao isn't just frustrated, he's done. He reportedly sat down with Stephen A. Smith and went further than he ever has publicly. Sources say Pacquiao pointed directly at the lawsuits, the advances, the pattern of behavior, and said straight up that a genuinely wealthy person does not take advances on 3 separate contracts and then try to flip a real fight into an exhibition after pocketing the money. He allegedly said, "Real rich people don't get sued for unpaid rent." And here's the part that no one is really talking about enough. It's not just fear of losing in the ring that's driving Floyd here. Pacquiao allegedly broke down the actual business logic behind Floyd's desperation to make this an exhibition. Floyd's entire post-retirement income stream, the exhibitions against YouTubers, the random opponents overseas, the appearance fees, all of it is built on one thing, that 50-0 record. The 0 is literally a product. It's a brand. It has monetary value. The moment Floyd loses that 0 to Manny Pacquiao in a sanctioned professional fight, the exhibitions are worth significantly less. Nobody's paying Floyd Mayweather enormous money to fight a random YouTuber if he's got a loss on his record. So from Floyd's perspective, converting this into an exhibition protects the brand while still cashing the check. Genius move if it works. Except he already signed 3 contracts saying it's a real fight and took the money. Now he's also planning a June exhibition in Athens against a retired Greek kickboxer named Mike Zambitis, and Pacquiao's camp flagged that too, because that fight itself is a direct violation of the Pacquiao agreement. Floyd is out here booking new fights while being in breach of the contract he's already being paid for. So where does this actually leave things? The CEO of Pacquiao Promotions dropped something interesting when speaking to the Las Vegas Review-Journal. He said, and this is key, that if this goes to full legal warfare, certain confidential materials that are currently protected will no longer be confidential. He didn't say what those materials are, but that's a warning. That's him saying there is more. There is information about Floyd's financial situation that hasn't come out yet. And if Floyd doesn't fix this, it will.
So there is now a contract dispute between boxing legend Floyd Money Mayweather and boxing legend Manny Pacquiao about whether or not the fight between them is going to be an official professional fight or a or an exhibition. That's like Floyd Mayweather's favorite word ever, exhibition match, because he does them all the time. And that's, I guess, what Floyd wants to do with Manny Pacquiao, even though I believe when this fight was signed, it was to be in a professional fight where the win or loss would be on their record forever. And Floyd, I guess Floyd woke up this morning and was like, you know what? I don't want this fight to be on my record. I want to keep my clean 50-0 or 50+0 and not put that, on the table. But it's too late. Floyd signed the fight with accepting that being on the table. And I don't see going back on that being the right thing to do, especially in the eyes of the public. It only makes him look worse. But I don't think Floyd Mayweather has cared about his image for years, really. He's always been about the money. Look at the fights he's taken. So this isn't below Floyd, in my opinion. This is right at his level for him to just wake up one day and be like, you know what? I want to change the terms of the entire fight. And Manny Pacquiao is just going to have to deal with it because I'm the A side. Floyd Money Mayweather, big money, blah, 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 blah.
Dana White came out and said Floyd could be looking at federal prison if he continues down this path. His exact words were, "There's not enough money in it to ruin your life and not go to jail." That's Dana White, who has known Floyd since the amateur days, telling him directly that he's playing with fire. So here's where we land. Floyd Mayweather signed 3 contracts, got paid on all 3, took a cash advance on the fight, then went on camera and called it an exhibition. He's now being sued and in official breach of contract while simultaneously planning fights in other countries, getting taken to court by jewelers and landlords, and possibly sitting on financial information that could come out in discovery. The zero protected his legacy for a decade. But right now, that same zero might be the thing that destroys him. Not in the ring, in a courtroom. Drop in the comments, do you think this fight actually happens in September? Or is Floyd going to find a way to wriggle out of this one like he always does? If you're new here, subscribe. We cover boxing stories like this every week. See you in the next one.